Diving into the link between health and temperature change. We've all felt that dramatic swing in the temps, going from sub-freezing to highs in the 70s in just a matter of days. And it's happening during cold and flu season as respiratory illnesses are on the rise. Let's talk about it with Dr. Ryan Lamb. He's an ER physician at UNC Health Rex in Raleigh. Dr. Lamb, good to see you. Look, first off, can these big temperature swings make you sick? And is UNC Rex seeing an uptick in respiratory illnesses? I'm thinking things like bronchitis or pneumonia.
That's an excellent question. We tend to see fluctuations in temperature affect certain people. So you might see changes in people's environment that might cause asthma or reactive airway disease to develop with changes in temperature. And so we certainly might see something that looks like bronchitis, but is more similar to a reactive airway disease like asthma. And it changes to change the pollen and the structure of chemicals that are in the air. But actual illness such as flu, RSV, adenoviruses, those don't tend to change so much by temperature. But something that does happen is that the temperature changes drive our behavior. And so when it's very cold for periods of time, people are more indoors. Or if it's raining a lot, people are going to be more indoors. And that close proximity to people is going to increase the spread of the infection. So therefore, we'll see an increase in those viruses. For instance, when it's very cold out, or in areas that are very warm in monsoon times, the extensive rain will bring about an increase in infections such as influenza.
I get
We
it.
have certainly,
Not exactly
yeah.
the temperature swing, but our behavior that's changing and perhaps making us sick. What are some tips, some daily things we can do to navigate these changes in temperature?
Yeah, so I think one is, luckily we have great meteorologists that can give us a heads up of when things, so we can start to plan for those environmental changes, whether we're going to get fans out when it gets this warm to try to stay cool so we don't get too hot, or having, ready for heat if we're going to need it to try to just regulate our temperatures. And then being prepared in terms of if you're going to need illness, or you're going to need to be around people, trying to protect yourself, washing your hands, wearing a mask if you're feeling sick, getting vaccines such as the flu vaccine to try to prevent spread of infection. That's going to be the big keys for me.
Dr. Ryan Lamb is an ER doc over at UNC Health Rex in Raleigh. Dr. Lamb helping us navigate these temperature swings. We appreciate your time.
Thanks very much.